Hello and welcome to this edition of Salima Speaks. Well, as you know, I'm all for, new artists, new up-and-coming artists, and today I have a beautiful Latina artist. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be managing her, and her name is Christina Abadd.
Hello, I'm Christina. Thank you for having me, Salima.
Beautiful, beautiful. And tell me a little bit about your background, Christina. Where are you from?
Well, I was born and raised in Queens, New York. Background-wise, my mother's Ecuadorian, my father's Puerto Rican, so I'm mixed.
Okay.
I consider myself very much Ecuadorian. You know, my mom was a single mom, hardworking. She brought me up all by herself, and that's the culture that I was brought up in.
Okay.
So
now, do you speak Spanish? You speak
Oh yes, I speak fluent Spanish. I write Spanish.
Okay.
Write Spanish songs. So
Oh, great. Okay.
yeah, a little bit of everything.
So what do you feel more comfortable with, the Spanish songs or English songs or both?
I feel more comfortable with English songs.
Okay.
It comes a little more naturally to me, but I'm working on my Spanish songs. I mean, I definitely want something with rhythm because that's what moves you. So
Exactly.
that's what I'm working on for
Okay.
future projects.
Okay. Now, are you dating?
No, I'm currently not
Really?
dating.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. Why? You're
well,
gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Well, I was in a 3-year-long relationship,
Okay.
and it didn't work out so well. So after that was over, I've given just myself time for
So
myself.
now, why didn't you think? Tell me, because I do a little relationship counseling.
Okay.
So tell me, why do you think it didn't work out?
There was a lot going on.
Okay.
But one, I was young. I mean, I'm only 23 now. I was in a long relationship starting when I was 19. So, you're just coming into yourself at that age.
Right.
You don't really know what you want or what you're looking for or what you want in another person. So it was like we were together, but he evolved into his own interest. I evolved into my own interest, and we weren't compatible.
Now, when you date guys, do you have a certain race or whatever? What do you look for when you're dating?
I look for someone taller than me.
Which is not a problem.
And someone that can, grab me. Someone bigger than me because,
So, but race doesn't matter?
No, not at all. As long as you're kind, respectful, I think that, that's a good foundation. And from there, we go on. Obviously, I want someone with goals, with aspirations. I don't just want, someone who's looking to get taken care of. So, someone goal-oriented, someone who's kind, who's respectful, most of all respectful.
Okay, now when you write songs, what do you base your songs on?
Sometimes it'll just be like a beat that I have stuck in my head, and it'll just flow out.
Okay.
And some other times it'll be like I'm going through something. Like when I went through my breakup, it was very hard for me to deal with. I actually wasn't even in New York. I was in Ecuador.
Okay.
And, you just pour your soul out into lyrics.
Okay.
So that's how I kind of go about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard one of your songs, very, very nice song. And so have you sung in front of a crowd, or have you done anything like that?
I did a talent show when I was in high school,
Okay.
and I was so nervous that my voice cracked.
Okay.
But halfway through the song, I kind of got in my comfort zone, and it was all right. I pulled through.
Okay. Now, so when you go out or when you're at home, what kind of music do you listen to?
Honestly, anything that I can move to.
Okay.
I love songs.
So do you dance also?
Oh
Like
yeah,
dance?
I love to dance. Anything that I can move to, that it's like you feel it from the inside out. So it's like if I can move to it, then I'm all for it.
Okay. Now, in one of your songs, I was asking about that. You were saying something about the guy who said that he wasn't too into you or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
And I think, like I said, you're very beautiful, and I think that you probably, with your beauty, you probably intimidate some guys. But tell me what was said and why you wrote that song. What's the name of the song?
Well, it's called Not Your Type, and I live in a very small, not a small neighborhood, but how can I explain it? Everybody talks in this neighborhood. Okay. Everybody knows who you are, everybody talks. And I remember, one of my neighbors, he was like, you're a pretty girl, but you're just not my type. And then I find out he's like asking about me, asking who I talk to, who I go out with. So in my mind, I'm like, why are you asking about me if I'm not your type?
Right.
So that's how the song kind of came about. It was like, don't act like you know me, because, you know, I'm not your type of thing. So that's how that song evolved.
Okay. So and what about your, tell me something about some of your other songs that you've written.
Well, my other song that I have that I sang for you, Anthem to a Dream, actually is based on this moment right now. You giving me the opportunity to come out and show, you know, what I have to offer. And that's what that song's about. How, you know, I want to reach up to those goals and stand forward and show the world what I have to offer.
Okay.
So that's an anthem to a dream.
So you're following your dreams.
Yes, I am.
And what do you do now as far as work-wise? What do you do?
Work-wise, well, I'm a tax preparer, so it's seasonal work. I also go to school. I'm studying psychology. I currently have my associates. And that's about it. Just working on my music, working on myself, and just, you know, growing
and
as a person.
As far as psychology, what do you want to do with that?
I would love to teach.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Not only that, but I just find being able to help people in general is an awesome feeling, because I do that as a tax preparer. I mean, you kind of think, oh, well, you see them once a year. What are you helping them with except for their taxes? But a lot of people speak to you. You know, they pour out their whole life, their whole situations at home. And I